Welcome to Grover Load. I'm Anthony, and we're back at this computer. This is the Gigabyte B650 Gaming AX motherboard, and it's going to be having the 7700X in there, as well as I got the Corsair RM 750E. That's the ATX 3.0 power supply there, and then I got some G-Skill Flare X5 memory in here, and this computer is going into a tower. The person that I'm doing the upgrade for already has an SSD graphics card that they want to continue to use, and so I just have to do a swap out of this. So I'm going to put together in these parts, and then we'll do the swap out later on here, and I'll try to record that. If not, I'll at least get the ending of what it is so that everyone can see kind of what happened there. So let's see, we have this will be interesting because it's been a while since I've done this. So does this go in just like that? And I kind of like to do, if it's like Intel's, that pops out, and that's how I kind of like to do it. I like to keep the cover on just so that you don't have any issues. And doing it this way, I have a cooler. I will test out this setup with a cooler. What's nice is that these AMD CPUs now have a graphics chip on them, 4 compute units, and I think it's 4. So you can actually test out the CPU and get an image out without a graphics card. So I can do tests, make sure everything is good and ready to go before going. And now I should have, they usually, I'm guessing, I'm going to be guessing at this is, let me actually take a look here. So you have the memory here, and look at that. They actually have right here what you're supposed to do first. Good job, Gigabyte, putting that in there and making it a little bit easier on us. Let's see, can I do it like that? So it's a B2 and A2 are the first. So, and this is going to be 32 gigs of memory. Let's see, did I put it in the right way? Yes, it goes that way. So we go there, and you can choose what you want, but for this person, we went with 32 gigs for what he's doing. Oh, come on. There we go. That's all in there, and now we just have the power supply. I did actually already connect the cables to it, so you'll see I have the 2 CPU up here, and these are CPU. Both are CPU and PCIe, and then motherboard, and then underneath you have your SATA and PATA. So, I mean, I'll have to take these out, but they actually have a nice little cord here on this power supply, but we'll put this in there. That's in there, and then we'll put the 2. I think one of these will come apart. Let me just quick see. I will have to do it as you see on these cables. Hopefully you can see. Come on, focus. But there is a little clip in here that we have to undo. So let's see, I do have tweezers. Let's see. So because this is an 8+4, so I wanted to make sure that we just don't have another one just sitting right next to it. But you have let's take a look. Can you see right there? Barely. So we have the 8 here, and then we have another 4 right next to it. And let's see, it goes like this. And now this will allow me to test this out, make sure it's all up and running. Of course, I'll put a cooler on first. we'll get it all tested out. But that is kind of the CPU in it, CPU on it, the memory in it, and the power supply. And now you just add on the cooler and you're good to go to be able to test it out pretty quick. But I will get either a shot and a little video clip of it up and running when it's all said and done, so you guys can see it in the old case and everything else. But this is the build part of the new parts, and we'll be able to swap out, put the cooler on that he has, as well as the graphics card, and we'll get it all up and running for him here quite shortly when he stops by and I get it all finished up. So thanks for sticking by, and I will finish this up in a little bit. Here we go. Here's the build finish. So this is in an older Corsair case. Works, I mean, it still works. That's where we're reusing the case. No use throwing out a good case. And you can see the fans are up and running. I used the GPU. This is a 950, a little bit older GPU, but does just fine for what he needs it for. And you can see everything's built there. I got the SSDs in front, all hooked up, and then you can also see up on top there's a DVD drive. This is all hooked up there, and if you take a closer look, the CPU, we got an H100i, older cooler, but it works well. Then you can see down there, just if you look, the NVMe is actually very accessible. So if you need to, you can just swap that out, add it in there. Even the one underneath, the graphics card works really well, and just keep that in mind when you're looking at these boards. If you're not going to put an NVMe drive in first and it's underneath the graphics card, well, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, right? You got to take out the graphics card. So want to just mention that. But overall, it is a great it's a great setup. It was a quick little install here into the case, and now we kind of have it all done. So let me know if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any questions on the parts, or what else I can help you with this build. It was a very nice build. Like how it turned out. The black and gray color scheme actually works really well. Yeah, I know there's a little dust in the graphics card. We'll dust this out before he goes. But thank you so much for watching Gray Overload and helping this channel grow. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really does help with the channel, and I really appreciate it. Until next time, God bless.